what lurks in the woods. Lyme disease is the most common tick-borne illness in Europe, and its rate is increasing. Lyme disease causes symptoms in humans in 3 stages. In stage 1, we might get a rash or a flu-like illness, but stage 2 and 3 can be quite severe. Lyme disease is caused by a bacteria, our green squiggle, and that bacteria is carried by ticks. A tick can transmit that bacteria to a human through a bite, but humans aren't the only animals the ticks can bite. They also bite a range of host animals like deer, mice, squirrels, and many others. A tick's favorite habitat is a woodland habitat, like this one. And factors that affect that habitat can also affect our risk of Lyme disease. Let me explain that. So I have my mascot, he's a tick. Our tick here on the habitat on the left is a hungry tick looking for a meal. But something has happened to this habitat that's caused a lot of the animal species living there to disappear, maybe some loss of the habitat, for example. Only the most resilient species remain, and it turns out that the most resilient species are also the ones that are able to carry bacteria, such as Lyme disease, that also affects humans. So our hungry tick, when it's looking for its meal, the choice isn't very wide, so it's quite likely to feed on this mouse and get infected with Lyme disease. Then if that tick goes on to bite a human, well, you can see how we might get Lyme disease off the tick. However, if we look at our hungry tick on this other habitat on your right-hand side, you'll see this one lives in a habitat with a range of different animals. Some of these can carry Lyme disease, but some of them can't, or they're just not very good at it. So because of the choice the tick has, the chances of it feeding on an infected host and getting infected itself is lower, and therefore our risk of Lyme disease is also lower. My research will look at the different habitats in Ireland that are woodland habitats, where the ticks are, which of them are infected with Lyme disease, and where the Lyme disease is in humans in Ireland. I'm then going to look at the factors surrounding those ticks, like how many animals there are, what types are there, what kind of woodland it is, and make a risk analysis to see which of these factors is affecting our risk of Lyme disease. So, imagine for a minute, it's 2023. I'm finished my PhD, so yay, but you don't care about that. You are going for a walk in the woods. Using my risk analysis, we'll be able to tell which sorts of woodlands have the highest risk of Lyme disease, so that GPs will be able to know the risk rates in their areas, which will help with diagnosis. And you, going for your walk, will know what lurks in the woods. Thank you very much.